Oh boy, oh boy, there's been a lot of controversy since Alina Pash has stepped out of the Ukraine race after all the reactors who have reacted to her song. And she got millions of views as well. But I waited. I didn't want to really react until now simply because I knew there was a controversy with the voting system. Now, I've already done a video on Spain and my reasons after their controversy in Benidorm, where they say the Galician threesome, Trixmas, should have been number 2 in the voting. And there was a mixture between the voting and the panel, and there was all this confusion, and the Galician mayor became involved. Now we've got the Ukraine. Everybody was behind Alina, thought she was a fantastic singer, and there she was doing a mixture of Ukrainian folklore with pop, and she was going forth. On my thumbnail that I've created for this video, it says, thanks but no thanks. So she's gone. She's withdrawn. There's been a controversy. Let me bring up just a little note on what I have, because I have been following this. Ukraine is scheduled to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest in Turin, Italy. That has been confirmed, even with this controversy. And the country would have been represented by Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, sung by Alina Pash, as chosen by the Ukrainian broadcaster, Public Broadcasting Company of Ukraine, the UAPBC, via a new version of the national selection, Vidber, held on the 12th of February this year. Following controversy regarding her travel history, Pash's status as a legitimate participant and therefore winner of Vidbar has been challenged, leading her to ultimately withdraw. The broadcaster will select her substitute amongst the acts who did compete in Vidbar. But what happened was there has been the lead singer of this rap pop group from the Ukraine. They sing folklore mixed with rap and mix it with pop. And they would be a spin off, let's say, Goe from last year, who even the previous year before that had represented the Ukraine. Now, let me tell you, the Ukraine Prime Minister gets involved with this competition and takes it very, very seriously, everybody. It's not like most leaders of the countries that say, let them do what they want, let them... No, 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 no. Even Goe said that. They said our Prime Minister was very involved and is, we represent our country and we want to do the very best for our country. Now, we all know our brothers and sisters in Ukraine are under very stressful times with the possible, I hope not, I pray for Ukraine, invasion of their country by Russia. I hope this never happens, and I really do, I just hope this stops. It's craziness. But back to the music. So is the Benidorm situation, because you think it happened in Spain, everywhere else, what's happening? Because after the pandemic, everybody changed the voting system, the way things are done. Some countries still have COVID, others do not. And here we have in Ukraine, where the lead singer of Kalosh approached one of the judges when he was getting interviewed to demand what happened with the voting system, because this particular group was favored to win hands down and represent the Ukraine. In many people's estimation, in many people's opinion, this group should have won. Now, I've been tempted so much to play this to see what the controversy is about, what kind of music, but I'm going to listen to it for the first time and give you my opinion after. Because it's very important what's happening now. All the other reactors reacting to Alina, you can dismiss. They're still debating which song should win. Before I begin playing this, I'm going to say this. I think this song should represent the Ukraine. Before I begin, why? Because if any person from a group feels as strongly as the lead singer of this group about the voting and approaches one of the judges live, knowing that this could ruin their career altogether, but bravely steps forward and demands answers, then maybe in reward for being correct about the competition and about Alina's status and all of how it was voted and the craziness that surrounded the voting. Maybe they should be compensated and brought forth to represent the Ukraine. Ukraine have a wonderful reputation in the Eurovision. They have outstanding acts that have blown people apart. Anuka did an interval act many years ago at the Eurovision with the orchestra behind her, and she absolutely blew millions of people. Their minds went, oh my God, this is incredible. Ireland did the same with the Eurovision dance. They did Riverdance, and everybody around the world went, whew. Sometimes it takes you to be in the right place at the right time, and I think this group is in the right place at the right time. I do. We're going to play, I've got the lyrics in front of me. There is an appearance by the lead singer's mother in this, and she comes up in the video. I've seen the images, and I said, oh, how sweet, his mother is there, Stephanie. So it's called Stefania. It's a tribute to a mother, I believe. I'll read the lyrics as the song is being played. And Stefania appears, the mother of the lead singer. How wonderful. It's folklore, Ukrainian folklore mixed with pop. Let's come back and talk about the controversy after we've heard, and then we'll talk about the lyrics. And I'll give you my summary. Should Kalush Orchestra represent Ukraine? In my opinion so far, I think they should. Because before we just play this, one of the comments by one of the fans of Kalush, and I'm sure I have it, wrote this. When he had approached the judge being interviewed for Vidbar, after he approached this judge and demanded answers, this is what one of the fans said. The boys are defending their rights to the truth. It's not about losing with dignity, but about the competition that took place. There are reasons to doubt the fairness of the competition, and Kalush needed proof. And they are familiar with them and closed the door in front of their noses. One person who has nothing to do with music, the person he had approached, the judge, was a film director, but is a member of the board of UA. And the first 3 points for the performance emerges them to 5th place. He did that as a judge. And then confusion with who got how many points. However, the fact is the voting report should be clear and simple and verifiable. So this confusion, upset with the new system, has caused Alina to be pushed aside. And who is going to represent the country? Well, I tell you, judges, any person from a group who approaches a judge publicly whilst they are being interviewed must be correct about something. There must be something wrong for him to feel so strongly. You don't just do that, because number one, you can ruin your career. But if he has done it, he's done it for a reason. But let's hear the song. Let's hear the song, everybody. There's a lot of controversy, but I want to hear this song and see, should they or shouldn't they represent? Sorry about that. Can we set up? Yes.
Стефанія, мамо, мамо, Стефанія, розквітає поле, а вона сивіє. Заспівай мені, мамо, колискову, хочу ще почути твоє рідне слово.
Вона мене колесала, дала мені ритм, і напевне силу волі не забрати мене подала. Вона напевне знала, може більше і під колом моноломаними дорогами прийду я завжди до тебе, вона не розбудить, не будить.
Мене сьогодні були,
Забере бабулі, фітулі,
ніби
It's
Заурозировано!
my dog was like through the whole performance, so I had to like bring him up. I'm just going to disappear this distracting thing because it was alive, and just say to everybody, we are going, and bring myself just a little bit more into what's happening. We're going to a festival, everybody. I thought Alina's was okay, but I held back from my reaction. A lot of people said you're not reacting to the Eurovision songs. One, I get blocked. Two, I have to wait. Every time I want them to be aired, they're blocked. And it's unfortunate for me. And 2 days after something, they might be released, or I could wait a month. So I don't know. So my dog is in the corner drinking. And throughout that performance, he was wanting to drink. So that is Paco. This is me. This is Ukraine. This is the song. Oh my God, the mother appeared. But I'm thinking it's not the one with the hat. It's the guy who's singing with the... That's his mother. Facially, I saw a resemblance. So you can tell me whose mother. But does it matter? It's a great uplifting beat. And I said this about the Benidorm scandal in Spain. I put 5 videos of past winners and why Chanel should represent Spain. She's still really, I feel, the winner of the competition. Now Ukraine, wait a minute. I didn't hear this, but I think in the top 5 there's going to be this song. If it represents Ukraine, definitely in the top 3 to top 5, like Goe in the top 5. And we need a festival song. We've come out of a pandemic. There's a lot of people who are still affected by deaths in their family, and all of that happened, like losing jobs, having to move out of cities, lost incomes. It's affected a lot of people. And what's happened is we're going into a festival, everybody. We're not, I'm going to take the headphones off. We're not going to a funeral. Ballads are nice. Italy's is one of the strongest contenders. Now, I have a lot of Italian people saying, you're wrong, how dare you, Italy's going to win. I reacted very fairly to theirs. Check out my playlist. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to talk the truths. It's a festival. Yes, it's a beautiful ballad. And, you know, people who defend each country go on the next country. How dare you? We should be going into this festival neutral. We should be going into the Eurovision where we can just sit back and enjoy a festival. 3 of the biggest crowd cheers are going to be Italy because it's held in Italy. We have a lot of extremely fond memories of what Italy brought to the world during the pandemic, which was people stood on balconies and they began the craze to sing from their balconies for people to hear. And everybody started going on their balconies, singing to each other. People went on the roofs, DJs playing music. They began a worldwide connection with music. Italy did. So to hold the Eurovision in Italy is so special. Now, cleverly, they have their Mahmood past winner with a wonderful singer called Blanco. I've just reacted to one of his albums, Blue Celestial, the theme track. Absolutely phenomenal singer, young man. A lot of people will not know about him. But they have cleverly paired a past winner with him, a very popular singer in Italy, with Maneskin following them. I don't know how that was arranged, but I'm kind of thinking, we're already playing politics. It's not correct. I feel the Benidorm scandal was bad enough. It divided Spain, 2.3 million people against all the other people, but only a small percentage vote for Eurovision and watch. So, and the same is here, Ukraine. You have said goodbye to Alina, goodbye, because this is too important a year for you. You are under immense pressure from another country wanting to invade your country. We have to get away from that, even if it's only for 3 or 4 minutes of joy, of bliss, and music can do that. This is your song. After listening to that, most people hate rap music because of the American rap. I feel there's 3 different rap rap musics. There's the American, there's the English, and there's this European rap. And for me, American rap, I never understand what they're rapping. When they go, I just don't know what they're saying. In England, it's more defined. You know what they're going. I can think of Nadia Rose, a fantastic young rapper. Check her out, everybody. She's an English rapper. And she's exceptionally beautiful, and her rap music is incredible. Then we come to this group. Kalash Orchestra, well done. That is an uplifting, wonderful beat. This is the kind of music that you need to bring into Eurovision. The biggest crowd cheers are going to be this year, Ukraine. You're going to get such a crowd cheering and thanking you for giving them uplifting, wonderful music to dance to, because you go to a festival to dance and after a pandemic and paying great money to be at this festival, you want to dance. So Ukraine, you're up there in the top 5. Italy with their ballad, and the phenomenal fan club of Mahmoud and also this young guy Blanco. They're very clever, 2 huge fan clubs. Obviously Italy wants to win again. They are up there. They're going to be top 3. And I still say Spain is in the top 3. And Ukraine, I still think you are going to be, because some people vote, some people don't like rap. It's how it is, you know that. But when you mix cleverly the folklore with the rap music and produce this, it's listenable, it's upbeat, it's great. The crowd were clapping. I was clapping, and I'm a mature man, but I'm a music reactor. I'm not one of these vocal coaches on YouTube that go, I'm not one of those. I react to the music and the lyrics. I never understood the lyrics, but I seen the mother, Stephanie. I think the song is wrote around her, and she's like, and it was her son in the folklore outfit. I looked at the faces. I think that's her son. It's a song dedicated to a mother. I think it's beautiful. I think people need to realize, who speak English, this is a folklore song from Ukraine, and it's a mixture, but it's about dedicating it to your mother. And don't we? And it finishes the same. Stephanie Mom, sing me a lullaby, I want to hear your native word. So it's a beautiful, beautiful song dedicated to mothers. And I have to say, #1 choice. I hope you agree. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the controversy, Ukraine. I hope it's sorted. All your votes for Alina Pash should go now to this group. It's a beautiful song dedicated to mothers all over the world. It's a wonderful message of positivity to bring into a Eurovision Song Contest for the world to hear. And whether you like rap or not, it's not about that. It's a festival that needs uplifting music. And this group is in the top 5. Trust me.